Does the way that someone look, or does a person's outward appearance automatically make them my people? I'm curious about that. So you look similar to me, so we're the same group. I understand it for classification purposes. Still, I find it funny. I find, and most people really want to be caught up in what society tells them they are, other than identification purposes. How do you assess who is important to you and what family is? So for you to be my family, you have to look like me biologically. I'm just asking a question. So it's impossible for children to not look alike, or it's impossible for there to be some type of aberration to the way that people look, or it's impossible to love someone who doesn't look like you. Um, I just find things like that to be funny. So many people, in my opinion, are sheeps following what society tells them they need to do, and they're never trying to step beyond social programming. And because it is, all these atrocities, all these bad things that happen, keep happening. People don't learn from the past. It's sad, really. When you say, because somebody puts me in a group, or you say I'm part of this group, and those are your women, or those are your men. So you're saying these people over here are not my people. They're not my men because I'm not put in a group. So I grew up next door to Billy from Singapore. Me and Billy live our whole lives together. But because Billy and I don't look like each other, he's not my people. He's not my people. You know, Billy from Singapore is not my people. And because Billy from Singapore has a sister that I grew up with, and we grow to love each other. She's not my woman, so I should not connect with this woman because she's not my woman. Because Billy doesn't look like me physically. Can someone make that make sense to me? Billy is not my people. Billy can't be my friend. He can only be an ally, and I can't marry Billy's sister because she doesn't look like me. So I'm black. I'm black American. So let Sarah, the black lady from Mississippi, move in my area. I've never met Sarah before, but Sarah looks more like me, so she's my people. I can marry Sarah because Sarah's my people. Billy from Singapore and we speak the same way. I don't understand anything that Sarah's saying because she speaks a different dialect and a different tone, different colloquialisms than I. So when she says things, I can't relate to her. Billy and I went to the same school. Billy and I had the same friends. We came from what will be considered the same socioeconomic circle. Sarah, that's what her name was. Sarah from Mississippi can be more affluent or less affluent. We can't relate. We don't even like the same things. She likes Disney Channel, Miley or whatever shows that he like, or CSI. I like science fiction and anime. We can't relate, but she's my people, and Billy from Singapore is not. That's where I get confused with people when people are quickly say, "This is your people." Now, maybe we have the same past here from Mississippi and I. Maybe historically we are descended from slavery, or the other term they use, foundational Black Americans. Great, we share that. We share that social connection. Still, I have more in common with Billy from Singapore than I do from Sarah from Mississippi. So I need to make Sarah from Mississippi my person because she can relate to me more than Billy from Singapore. Make that make sense. But why can't I just be cool with them all and say they're all my people? Why can't Billy from Singapore be my people just like Sarah from Mississippi? Just like somebody who's from Ukraine, just like somebody from Angola or Sudan or Madagascar or South America. Maybe we don't all share the same upbringing, life, morals, ethics, whatever. Still, they're still humans, right? So can't we just all be a collective of people? The problem is, I guess, over the millennia that we have history, which isn't very far if we compare that to what we know the existence of humanity. We have seen that people from different groups can connect and groups within groups of war, just like groups without groups of war. Still, it's easy to figure out what the enemy is when they don't look like you. So we wear uniforms to identify people quickly, and that's what people go by. But that's what makes society. I gotta stop saying buts. That is what makes society such a toxic place. It's great for survival, but it's sad for connecting and love, because we are so quick to identify and say this person is good or bad, or this person is leading us to the way that we need to be. I hear people when they talk about being productive. Well, I always want to be productive. I don't think anybody wakes up and says, I want to be non-productive. I don't want to not accomplish anything or take something I'm not given. I want to do things. I want to have a purpose in what I do. So you can get a job. Hopefully, you can get a job working at McDonald's, right? And the only reason you're working there to make money, but it's not enough money to survive. So are you telling me the McDonald's worker is non-productive? They're very productive. You want to eat, and they're making your food for you. Isn't that productive? Or somebody who picks up your trash, or do janitorial work, or delivers the mail, or everybody that is getting paid to do something and doing something productive. But we're so quick to say somebody's non-productive. Even entertainment, if it brings you joy, it produces something. So people who create content on YouTube, they're productive. We don't look at the world like we should. And how I think is I just want to love people. That's it. Lots of people who do things that I wouldn't do, because I don't need you to follow me. I don't need you to be, oh, Charles is the greatest. I feel like that already. So external validation, while great, is unnecessary. I appreciate the flowers. I appreciate if I don't get them, because like right now, I think this could be it. This, as we know, I could die, and you'll never hear from me again. And everything I'm saying, will it really matter in the big scheme of things? I don't think it will. I just want to feel great, show people love, and not be pigeonholed or categorized into this is what I have to do and this is how I have to feel. No, I want to feel how I feel. As long as I'm not hurting you, how I feel matter to you? I'm not going to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to eat. Now, if it's only one steak and you want to live more than I, then you will try to kill me for that steak. I understand that. Still, I'd rather share the steak and go past my biological programming to survive, and I don't want to destroy you just to live. That's just not me. Other people do it, but we have to transcend that feeling. But it's hard for people because people want to dominate and control and feel safe, and people want to feel safer than you and more in control than you. It doesn't mean that they're truthfully better than you. It just means that when it comes to survival, which is a primary motivation of us as creatures biologically, some people really want to survive more than others, and they want to feel like I have control. Doesn't mean that some stray random person can't come up and just do something that can be detrimental to your existence. I think about things like that. So the best thing I can ever say to people to feel happy and peace is to let people live and don't worry about what they're doing. Do you. Try not to bring anybody pain. Try to bring everybody, if criticism, make it constructive, and do whatever you can to uplift other people. That's it. That's my thing. I want to tell you, I appreciate you today. You're all my people. Of course, I'm a black man. Of course, I love black people. When I'm crazy, I love black people. But I love the Asians, and I love the whatever other group you want, and indigenous people around the world, the Slavs or the Celts or Celts or Germanics. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you. Whatever you come from, wherever you come from, hey, you exist, and your existence means something. I mean, that much to me personally, but still it does in the big scheme of things. So let me tell you, you do matter. You are important. And try to do something every day that at least makes you feel good. Don't hurt the people. If somebody just says hello, that makes me feel great. I don't need anything more than that. Just the ability to connect with other humans and say beautiful, positive things to people means something. And I tell my friends I don't do it enough, because I'm not really a sad person. I don't like to dwell in pain. Probably never, unless I'm forced, catch me going to a funeral. I just don't want to do it. I get honor you by celebrating. I go to a celebration of life before I go to a mourning of death. I just don't want to do that. That's not appealing to me. That's not what I want or what I want for me or for you. So for people who are doing work, I appreciate you today. Keep doing what you're doing. Try to make a positive impact in the world. And I think a lot of people get it confused. You think you have to say negative things to make people positive. You don't. Everybody reacts a different way. all you had to do for me is tell me how to do it and show me how to do it. I don't like complaints, and I don't like people who don't. I don't like non-thinkers. I'm sorry. I want people to think. Most people, to me, I shouldn't say most, but it seems like a lot of people really don't think, and they don't think critically. They speak before they even comprehend what they're saying. So what you said made no sense, but you chose to say it, and I'm confused by what you said because it sounds like it's incoherent, it's incongruent. I don't do well with that. Think before you speak and understand the whole thing. Most people don't understand what they say, but they speak anyway, and you don't need to do that because that sounds crazy. Anyway, feel great. That's feel a little bit insulting at the end, but it's the truth. Think, people, and love other people, and be happy in your life, and have a great one. Take care.